Take a look at some people who were described as addicted to video games.
Particularly violent video games.
This is the video game that ignited the controversy.
It's apparently played violent video games almost every night.
The objective is to finish off your opponent violently.
The National Rifle Association has come out to say that the real problem isn't guns, but instead violent video games.
For years, television has pinned video games as a scapegoat for media-induced violence. Whenever the news reports talk about youth violence, video games are almost certain to follow. Why? The answer has little to do with truth and a lot to do with convenience. Reporters say video games cause violence for two reasons. Firstly, it paints a clear target that everyone can understand, and secondly, it makes sure that they are not the ones being targeted. We are often told that playing violent video games causes violence. However, this explanation follows the theory of the media effects model. The media effects model suggests that any and all media that we consume will inject its behaviours, actions and opinions into us. Simply put, monkey see, monkey do. It is a cheap shortcut for the news. The problem is, the model is nearly 60 years old, and on top of that, it has been out of date for over 40 years. This is to not say we are completely apathetic to video games or any medium. Those do have an effect on us. Studies conducted at a variety of universities conclude that violent content does not cause violent behaviour. Instead, frustrating experiences that were unfair or broken caused aggressive behaviour, which applies to any type of game, be it a board game, cards, or even sports. This means the dangers of video games have always existed. Video games are just a victim. But pinning these negatives only to games is an issue because their positives are always ignored. This needs to be addressed as video games have plenty of benefits and applications. In fact, a study at Oxford determined that kids who play video games for an hour a day tend to be more sociable and less hyperactive than kids who didn't play any video games. Also, those who game have improved hand-eye coordination, greater cognitive function, stronger memories, and impressive spatial navigation. But that's not really what's important. While its benefits are great, making it a better choice than watching television, video games, when applied to other fields like therapy and education, reveal a whole world of potential improvements to our quality of life. Take Remission, for example, a game designed to help kids going through cancer. It gives patients a better understanding of what is happening to their bodies, but most importantly, it creates agency, giving them a sense of control in their fight against cancer. Through this game, doctors saw improvements to patients' routine. They were more likely to take their pills and do what is necessary to get through their treatment. Researchers found that just watching wasn't enough. Only through playing the game did the behaviour of the patients change. But games like this only happen once in a blue moon, and this is a problem. As we move further into the 21st century, games are going to become more important. Their power to engage, motivate, and encourage us are assets that greatly improve many parts of our lives. Games can't advance if they're stuck in the vicious cycle of developing only one kind of game that they're already known for. It's time to break this cycle. Because video games are incredible. They can be anything from Hollywood blockbusters to therapy tools to education to moving art.